Round 2, you've seen the aggressive Orzhov.
Hello and good luck. Bright Side of Life. Oh, what a chipper name.
Too bad you're going to do it.
And yeah, this is a
keepable hand.
Love it.
Multi 6 card. Would you like to multi 6? No, we would not.
Yeah. Let's play.
Yeah, I like it.
Cartel Aristocrat into Dead Reveler unless our opponent's playing Swamps.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, game plan. And then we'll see what we draw.
Unless our opponent plays out the 2-drop is the Guild Mage, the Celestian Guild Mage. We stab wound that instantly.
Yes. Well, we'll see. But there's an option. I still think stab wound in our deck is really going to be like it doesn't work in aggressive. Like it's either going to just be a removal spell for a 2 power dude, but since we have our 2 toughness dude,
yes.
But I really think we go aggression in, and then hopefully get our opponent down under 10 life, stab wound something with a big toughness, and then just like ride those triggers to victory.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of down to 10 life, our opponent's tanking on whether to multi 5.
Yeah. Ooh, it's not a swamp yet.
I know. That's too bad it wasn't Godless Shrine. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. F6 because we get swamp. Lead with the swamp. Well, ooh, spicy.
That's Mike's favorite colors. Hey, lunch party. That's cool. Happy to launch Sewer Shambler if there's no swamps, and then get some scavenge value later on.
Onto our Cartel Aristocrat.
Even
yep.
Sewer Shambler.
Ooh. Okay.
That's fine. We're still taking in for 2. I think we do Sewer Shambler. Well, I don't know.
That leaves up Smite, and that's the kind of deck that's going to have a Smite.
Well, that means we might want to play a card, Dead Reveler first, and then we can have the option to sacrifice, or just maybe our opponent won't want to waste the Smite. I don't know.
Do we? I think we just attack.
And I still think we do Dead Reveler, actually, even though there is a swamp.
Yeah.
Because we just want a lot of power.
Do we attack first, then Dead Reveler, or do we Dead Reveler, then attack?
I think we Dead Reveler first.
Yeah.
Just to get the option for sacrificing, if we want to. I mean, I guess we decide beforehand, but I think it's more like
yes,
yes,
of course.
But I think we just want to make our opponent pause before our opponent
and we attack.
Smite. Yeah, we definitely attack. I mean, Smite's the only option.
And actually, yeah, that's true. We'll know if there's a Smite. Yeah. There's a player lineup. Yep. Cool. Next turn we do have choices though.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't block. We're good. Ooh.
So that's good. I don't know why our opponent didn't attack unless our opponent's plan on blocking, but we'll play our land out, have a launch party up in case any type of
shenanigans
spell goes down that we care about. So we'll attack in with both our dudes, see what's there. I'm worried about some sort of counter spell, honestly.
Oh, that's true.
So what do we do? Do we just let our opponent waste the turn? Or do we keep our aggression on with like a Sewer Sampler, so if it's countered, we just end up scavenging later?
Do we even just like something like Dagger Drome Imp?
No, because if it's countered, I don't want the white to grow for no reason. I think we play Sewer Shambler, get our pressure on with the Swamp.
Oh yeah, because then when we exile it from our graveyard, it goes down. But whatever. Sewer
Shambler, and it's it's not the greatest if it's countered, but at the same time, it's not the worst. And it wasn't even countered, and now we just have so much pressure on our opponent with a Swamp Walker. Cool.
All right.
And yeah, go ahead. I'll take 1 damage.
Take for 1.
Which I get 3 for 7 next turn. Okay. I think now we can go into Dagger Drome in.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to do much, and our opponent does have counter magic up. And
is there anything that flashes in? Hussar Patrol?
Yeah, that's fine. We have Launch Party.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Do we just pass turn?
Yep.
Yeah, pass turn.
I really think we do. Launch Party up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Careful of F16.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And there we go. So.
That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's not unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, I would much rather.
Not too sure what our opponent was stuck on, considering had
all the colors.
3 colors, 5 lands. So that's interesting.
So in sideboarding, I think it's the same kind of deal. I don't think we sideboard.
We don't have a strong sideboard plan anyway, and there's nothing to really do. Cool.
All right. Just send it back.
Yeah.
See you in game. Oh, and we are already in game 2. This is a super keep.
Ooh, yep. We've got our 2-3-drop combo of Cartel Aristocrat and Dead Reveler. Oh, red. Maybe that's what our opponent was missing. 4 colors. And that's what our deck is exactly going to punish. Oh, yes. With stab wound backup? Yeah. We get in there a whole
We have to make sure, I'm just noticing, keep to myself, play the white next turn.
Play white.
The white.
Play white. Play white.
Because I could easily see myself not
play white. Good. Great. How many of those do you have? Actually, just one.
Yeah, exactly. We just have to see. We've seen it every single of our games so far.
And it has done amazing things. What was I thinking about maybe picking over it? You can just be on ooh, Hellhole Flailer. Unleashed? It is Unleashed. This might be the stab wound target. No, because he can just sacrifice it.
Yeah, I mean, he can sacrifice it, but then it only ends up dealing 2 to us.
And well, here's the deal. He can't block with it, so that's the great thing about a stab wound. Or the bad thing about stab wound in an aggressive deck is you just play stab wound and they just block and blank your attack.
Yeah.
Whereas if we go in and stab wound it, it's still going to be paying for to sacrifice it would only do 2 to us, and so stab wound will overall do 4.
Yeah.
And if he wants to waste his turn doing that, that's cool. Yeah. The question is, do we want to waste our turn
stab wounding?
Stab wounding.
Or do we, Dead Reveler? Or I mean, in all honesty, potentially even just like Seller of Songbirds. We have, within the next couple of turns, Shadow Slice onto the bird. It's not necessarily the best line of play. It's another line of play though.
I think we just add more pressure. Yep. And race it better.
Yep. Dead Reveler.
Dead Reveler, yeah. And we can F6.
Yep.
After we unleash.
Yes, unleash. But not F6 to our opponent's turn.
No, wait. Attack. Don't click OK.
Why? Oh, it can't attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it can't block. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I almost missed 2 points of damage. Thank you, Ryan.
There we go. Nice.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yep. And here we go. We're going to get hit for 4.
Take 4, but then we're going to take 5. And take 7 as needed to with the stab wound if that's our backup play. What's our opponent got? Runner's Bane.
Okay.
We have a way to pump? No, that's okay.
I mean, in all honesty,
it's going to end up sacrifice. Yeah, which is going to be good on the Shadows once we put Shadow Slice on our Cartel Aristocrat.
We can.
I think we do our stab wound now.
We can stab wound and no, we can't do both.
No, I think we just stab wound. It does at least 4 damage to our opponent. We get 2 more in, and I don't think our 1/2 and 1/1 flyer is going to do a whole lot.
No, that's true.
And again, I'd rather do that. Have our opponent have to have a tough choice of paying 4. And our opponent was stuck on 3, having to pay 4 and use the entire turn to get rid of stab wound.
Is it even a debate? Do we leave white up or Dimir Guildgate?
Leave white.
Okay.
I think you're right about that earlier call about Smite as a more relevant option. Cool.
Yep.
At least gets 2.
And then now, if our opponent does choose to sack, whatever, only does 2 to us.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in theory, saving some life too because of the attacks.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I think it's good.
Yep.
Our opponent is probably going to attack and maybe throw it if there's no other play. Our opponent now doesn't have white.
No. Maybe our opponent sided out white.
Could be. I think that was just probably a double splash of some sort. Double 2s.
Yeah, it had to have been.
That's fine. We get to still attack in. If our opponent blocks, we'll just drop our sacrifice our Dead Reveler to the Cartel Aristocrat.
Yep. We attack first? Yes.
Yeah. And then what's our follow-up play?
I don't know. That's something we can think about, though.
Maybe Shambler, just to keep getting more pressure on. Because our opponent's still only attacking us for 4 a turn, and we are just doing the race game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Go for it. Connect 4.
Connect 4. Where'd that come from?
The go for it.
Oh,
it's a whole commercial.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, okay. Ignore me. If we draw a land, we can either do Dagger Drum and Cellar, or just play Shadow Slice, and then
that's a lot of 6
points. Yeah, which I think is what we're gonna end up doing if we can draw a land. Do you know what I mean? Just go ahead and we'll just take 4 here. Our opponent can do 1 extra point of damage with Rick's Mahdi, and then we win this race if we draw a land, because then we're doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. That's okay. Not exactly what we wanted, but it's
we
fine.
Just swing in.
Swing in for 4, and then we have a nice blocker to save some damage.
Yep, attack.
Yep, perfectly fine. And we'll play our Basilica Guards, which our opponent will be able to take a turn and trade with it with Rick's Mahdi when we block it. Oh, is this the counter spell now?
I don't know. This is highlighted for whatever reason. He was trying to do that, but he doesn't have enough mana.
Oh, okay. So our opponent can tack in, and we can block the Rix Mahdi Guild Mage, and then our opponent can do 1, 2, shrinkages on our Basilica Guards, and then trade with it. But that takes our opponent's turn, which is super sweet.
Yeah.
And with a Swampwalker and a Cartel Aristocrat coming next turn, our opponent pretty much has to get rid of the Hellhole Flailer very soon.
Yeah.
Which again takes up a turn. So I think we're pretty okay.
Yeah. There's what explosive impact doesn't even get us being at 10. I didn't realize our opponent was already at 4.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of Stab Wound, just eating away.
Yeah, that's true. Has Stab Wound's done 6 damage this turn?
I don't know how many turns, but yeah, at least 6.
I mean, we can go back and take a look at this, but
yeah. Let's see. How do we lose? A remove spell to get rid of Basilica Guards does 6 damage. No, 4 damage without a. But then we win on the swing back. So yeah, I think just our opponent won't have enough mana to do anything. We snap block the Rix Mahdi Guild Mage with our Basilica Guard. Happy to have our opponent use a turn to
not do anything.
Well, just to get rid of our Basilica Guard, it takes a bunch of mana.
Oh yeah,
it can't do much, and that's gonna get us there because then our opponent can't also Hellhole Flailer, get rid of Stab Wound, which is 2 points, and the Stab Wound
all we have to do
are winning right now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, with a sacrifice to give it protection.
Well, because what I was going to say is, if our opponent wanted to do that, then
our opponent
there's no way.
So.
But at the same time, we just have to get in 2 points of damage, and then our opponent lose because there's no way to get rid of the Stab Wound without the.
Well, but now it can. So our opponent can get rid of the Stab Wound now, but we have 4 damage coming across.
Yeah.
So I think we play Shadow Slice. To be honest.
Really?
I guess we have the win on board.
Yeah. Why show it now?
Yeah, just attack, make our opponent do something. And then maybe the Shadow Slice will actually, we don't even need to sacrifice it.
Yeah, you're right, we don't.
Attack.
Yeah.
And see what, our opponent has against that.
Yeah.
Can't block, might have a flash dude, and then we just Shadow Slice after combat.
Yeah.
Inspiration?
Sure.
That's fine. What do you have for 2 mana that can get you out of this?
Yeah. Interesting.
Alright. Aggro to the finals.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we will see you in our final round. Final match?
Final match.
Yep.